Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hi guys, this is Jeff at TradeWinds. Before I get started, just going to make a couple of recommendations. They're probably going to offer you a paint and fab protection. Paint protection is basically going to protect your decals from peeling, any fading, anything like that. If anything happens, then it gets changed. Fab protection is going to be for your flooring, chairs, dinette, your bedding, all that stuff. Basically a really heavy duty Scotch guard. I believe they're both 5-year, and adds a few dollars to your financing. And I would definitely recommend extended warranty. I'm just gonna get you started over here. It's gonna be part of your convenience pack. So this is gonna be your 30 amp adapter. That way you can plug into 110. This is gonna be your water pressure regulator. So whatever hose you guys end up getting, I would just recommend keeping this on it. It's going to regulate the pressure going through the water lines to about 40-41 psi. You don't want to blow out any water lines, so just recommend keeping this on at all times. This is the sewer hose they give you. I'm not going to lie, it's not the best one in the world. It will get you by though. I would definitely recommend using your 10% on date of purchase, possibly getting a new one, just be on the safe side. This is going to be for your stabilizer jacks, which you'll have in each corner. Only for stabilizing, not for leveling. I would recommend leveling out in the front at your power tongue jack. You might have to back up onto some blocks. Once you're level there, then just bring these down taut to the ground. That's just 3/4 inch. So if you have a cordless drill with a 3/4 inch bit, highly recommend it. Be a lot faster for you. Couple lights in there so you guys can see. You do have two 20-pound propane tanks in here. When one runs out, you will manually have to come over here and switch it over so it draws off the other tank. You also have a brand new 24 interstate battery in there. You do have a battery disconnect on your other side of where the front compartment's at, so I'd recommend shutting that off when you're not using it, because you do have stuff inside that runs strictly off a 12 volt. Power tongue jack, little docking light there, retract, extend. You should have a tool inside. For whatever reason, if this stops working, take this rubber piece off right here. Then you can still manually get it up and down. That way you're not stuck anywhere. Option for solar. Could be your fill station. There's that battery disconnect I was just telling you about. So I would put that in the opposite direction of what it is right now, so that way you're saving your carbon monoxide detector and all that stuff inside. That way you're not drawing off the battery all the time. Also have 110 there. Cable and satellite hookup if you want to. Little outside shower. It's going to be your city water connection. So if you're at the park and it has full hookup, that's where you'll hook up to your city. Switch this over and you'll get water everywhere in the system. It's going to be your fresh tank fill right here. You'll just switch that over. Still connected there with your water pressure regulator, and that'll fill up your fresh water tank. Freshwater tank is basically, if you're at the park and you don't have full hookup, you'll fill up there. or there, because you might not have a hose portion of it at the fill station at the park, so you could fill up here. That's going to be your potable water as well, or fresh water tank, and you're strictly using the water pump to get water. To drain it, that's going to be right there. This is going to be your black tank flush, so you'll hook up your hose there with that water pressure regulator. You have a light here as well. The way that black tank flush works is you'll hook your hose up there with the water pressure regulator. You'll come down here and you'll want to make sure that the black tank is open. You have 3 valves. You have black and 2 grays. You want to make sure the black is open with the sewer hose connected. Then you'll turn on that hose right there. And you basically have a mechanism inside that's basically cleaning out your black tank, cleaning off the sensors and all the nasty stuff. Other than that, I always will pull the black first, and then I'll pull the grays. It just kind of cleans out the sewer hose. This is your wiper seal and bulb seal. I'll usually come and I'll lift this up. I'll get behind there. I'll spray some wiper seal lube back there on the front, which you can get from the parts store. I highly recommend doing that a few times a year as well. You just want to make sure that you keep the seal lubricated. You don't want it drying out. Access to the back of the refrigerator. Definitely recommend taking that off a couple times as well. That way you can vacuum it out. Cord. Spare tire. You do have option for backup camera. Definitely recommend getting up on top of the roof 2-3 times a year. Check around your vents, your seals. Just make sure there's no cracks or any screws popping up. You don't want any water damage. Got your awning. Basically that's fully extended right now. When that flaps at 90 degrees, that's when I stop. If it's windy, heavy rain, I would just keep it in. Otherwise you're going to be dealing with an insurance policy, and these things do bend easy, these arms, so I would just definitely recommend keeping it in if it's bad weather. You have 110 cable. It's going to be the exhaust to your furnace. Looks like you have another spray port right here, so you can use that little blue coil hose that's on the other side. This is going to be your water heater. This is gas and electric. So basically this is going to be your plug, which will go right here. Once you have that in, hook up to your city water connection. I'll always relieve the pressure. Eventually water will start coming out of here. When that happens, you know it's full, and then it's safe to light up. You don't want to light this up without any water in it. You will end up burning the elements up. To drain it, I will relieve this valve. Water will drain out of here again for about 5 seconds. Then take this plug out, and all your water will drain from right there. Just want to make sure that you relieve that pressure before you take the plug out, otherwise you will get soaked. It'll shoot out like a bullet. And once that's filled up with water, both buttons are inside for gas and electric, which I'll show you here in a second. So this is going to be your monitor panel. You have some ceiling lights here, exterior lights, which is going to be for your awning, your water pump, which is going to be basically if you're off the grid or don't have full hookup, that's where you'll fill up your fresh water tank. You'll turn this on and you're strictly using the water pump to get water through the system. This is going to be your water heater for the gas side of it, and water heater for the electric side of it. So if you're at full hookup and you have electric, just use your electricity and save your propane. It's going to be for your slide out and for your awning, extend and retract. And then you just push those buttons and that just tells you the levels of everything. You have your fresh, black, and gray. Chairs do have lights, massage and heat. Both sides. Recline as well. This does turn into a bed. That table just folds down. It'll rest on a piece of wood down here, and the cushions will make up the rest of the mattress. You have your radio. You do have two zones, A and B. Zone A is going to be for inside, B for outside. And that's CD, DVD, Bluetooth. It's going to be your fuses and your breakers. When one of these fuses goes out, a red light will shine next to it, so it makes it super easy to know which one it is. And it looks like you mainly have 15s and a couple 40s there, so I definitely keep some of those on hand just to be on the safe side. Stove top and the oven. The three in the middle are going to be to start your burners. This is going to be your sparker. To light the oven, you will have to put this on pilot and hold it in as you're sparking it. Once it lights up down at the coupler, I will usually let it sit there and warm up for a second, just to get the gas going through the lines. Then I'll come back and I'll turn this on, and it usually lights right up. Microwave, hood vent. Refrigerator is gas and electric. Turn it on, it's on electric. You hit this, it'll switch over to gas. If for whatever reason that check light comes on, I will usually start up the stove top, just get gas through the lines, retry it on gas for the refrigerator, usually lights right up. Your freezer probably get cold in about 2.5 to 3 hours. Refrigerator more like 8.5 to 10 hours. So if you're planning a trip, definitely plug it in the night before. Right before you get ready to leave, switch it over to gas, and you should be good to go. That's going to be your carbon monoxide detector. So that's one reason why you would want to use that battery disconnect in your compartment there, because that does run strictly off a 12 volt. If your battery starts to die, this thing will die as well, and then you'll have to replace it. That green light will turn red and it'll start beeping at you, just kind of letting you know, hey, I don't have any power coming to me. Bathroom. One thing I would definitely recommend, when you get to the campground, check underneath the sink, behind the toilet, underneath this sink. Just check all your water lines, make sure they're all tight. Stuff does loosen up going down the road, and I just don't want you guys to turn on your water and first time you experience anything, it's water all over your floor. So I would just get in the habit of doing that when you get to the campground and even when you get home, just to be on the safe side. All your air is going to come from the top vents, all your heat from the bottom. This is your thermostat. The way this works is basically you'll just turn this on right here. It'll say fan low, fan high, cool low. I'll always put it on cool auto. It might take a couple seconds, and it just kicked on right there. Then to the next one will be cool low auto, cool high auto, and then your heat. Then the temperature gauges are right here. And then the next one is off. Pretty easy. Cable satellite. Alright guys, well I think that pretty much does it for as far as anything technical. Any questions, feel free to call up here. Once again, my name's Jeff. You can always ask for me if you want to. Other than that, thanks for purchasing from TradeWinds, and have fun camping.